Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Binta, and if you're new here, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit on that subscribe button and also give me a thumbs up on this video. So today's video is going to be my Gambian favorite street food called Ebbeh. So Ebbeh is basically made with cassava, which is the main ingredient. And basically, this is just cassava soup, with a lot of seafood in it. And guys, just look how good this look. I'm telling you, that is how good it tastes as well. So Ebbeh is Gambia's #1 seafood street food, okay? Made with cassava with a lot of seafood, spicy and sour. So if you want to see how I make this cassava recipe, stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. Hey guys, so this is all our ingredients, and yeah, let's just get started, okay? And here is some palm oil. I have a lot of palm oil because I'm cooking a lot, okay? And here I have some crabs, blue crabs, and then I have some peppers. Okay, I have some smoked mackerel, shrimp, I have some clams. Okay, and then the round white thing is I believe catfish egg, I believe. It's the egg of one of the fishes. I believe it's catfish. And then we have some yuca, which is our cassava. That's the main ingredient. And I have 2 packs of that, which I went ahead and just put in my pot. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut it into medium-sized small pieces, okay? Because if you want, you don't have to cut it, but I'm just going to cut it. It just helps, us cook this meal very quickly. And if you don't have the already peeled cassava, you can use the whole one, which is not peeled, but it's going to be more work for you because you're going to have to peel it and then cut it into medium sized pieces, okay? And yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and clean my cassava. So I'm just pouring it in the bowl. So we're cleaning it very clean, and we are going to be putting it back in the pot. So my cassava is done cleaning. I am going to go ahead and just open the tap and then fill my pot with some water, and that water is what we're going to be using to boil our cassava, okay? And I'm just adding water all the way until the water covers the whole yuca or cassava. So that's how it looks, and now we're going to go here and just put it on our stove. So we're going to let this come to a boil. As we're waiting for it to come to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and blend some peppers, okay? The habanero peppers that I showed you, I'm going to blend half of it and leave the other half for later use. So if you don't like spice, then you can reduce it or not put spice at all. But this meal goes with a lot of spice. So that's why you see I have a lot of peppers. So our cassava has come to a boil, and as you guys can see, it is almost cooked. It is already cooked anyways because it is already breaking. Yes, and that is what we want. So if you want it to cook quickly, then you would have to cut it into pieces. Now I'm going to add my palm oil to it, and I'm not adding all the palm oil because this was too much palm oil, okay? And I really don't need that much because I thought I was cooking a lot, but it was not too much to the extent that I can use that much palm oil. We just added a little bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my peppers that I blended. It's gonna be very spicy, and that's how we like it in Gambia, spicy and sour. Now I'm adding my crabs. I'm also adding my habanero peppers that I left. These are the ones that I didn't blend. So we blended some and we didn't blend some. So that's because some people don't like too much pepper. So, and I was taking this to a party, I'm not sure. So I had to blend some and leave the other half for people that like, a lot of spice. And I'm just going to go ahead and stir it now. At this point, we're not going to close the pot again because that is not a good idea. Now we're going to leave the pot open and we're just going to let everything boil, okay? This is so good, guys. So good. And I love it. And now what I'm going to do is add my tamarind paste into it. I didn't show you guys the tamarind paste, but if you don't want to add tamarind paste or if you don't have it, you can add lemon juice or freshly squeezed lemon. So yeah, tamarind paste is just as sour as lemon. But I'm going to be adding both the tamarind and the lemon because I love the combination of the two. If you don't have the paste too, you can use the powder because some people have tamarind powder. It's all the same, okay? As long as it's tamarind. So we are gonna let it boil, and as you guys remember, I did not add my shrimp, but I am adding my clams and also my catfish egg. Catfish egg is optional. You don't need to. Even clams is optional. You just add any seafood that you want to add, not everything. But my shrimp, I'm gonna leave it for later because shrimp cooks very quickly and you don't want it to overcook. So we're gonna leave it until about 5 minutes before we are done. So, and also my fish because I didn't add my fish. My fish was already broiled, which was the mackerel fish. We broiled it. So the mackerel fish and the shrimp are going to be added later. Okay, now I'm adding a bit of water because this is thick, okay, and I don't want it super thick right now. So we added some hot water. So make sure you're adding hot water, okay, and not cold water because if not, the consistency is going to change. It's going to be too watery, and we don't want that. We want that thick but not too thick consistency. So that's why I'm adding hot boiling water, not cold water, not cold water, okay? Anyways, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my Maggi cube, and I added a couple of Maggi cubes. Okay, if you don't want that, you can add salt instead of Maggi cube. You can substitute for salt because some people don't like the Maggi cube, but as the African I am, we love Maggi cube. So I added some Maggi cube, and I'm also going to be adding a bit of salt. So I added half of each. But if you don't want to add the seasoning cubes, then you can add only salt. Voila, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep stirring just to prevent it from sticking to the bottom because we don't want it to get burnt. So you're gonna make sure you're stirring because it's cassava, so it might stick to the bottom, right? And now I am adding my lemon. Remember I told you I'm gonna be adding both lemon and tamarind. So we're adding just a little bit of lemon because we added enough tamarind. Now I am just stirring and we're just gonna let this cook for some time for about let's say 5 to 10 minutes. before we add our last ingredients. And as you guys can see, it's already looking good. And this is so quick to cook because sometimes all the things that I'm adding may confuse you, or you might think it's hard to cook, but this is one of the easiest. It'll take you like 30 minutes to cook this, or 30 or 45 minutes to cook this, basically, after you prep all your ingredients. All right, now final steps. We're adding our mackerel, smoked mackerel fish. Yes, our smoked mackerel fish. And also we're going to be adding our shrimp, and that is it. We are basically almost done because we're just gonna let the shrimp cook now, and that will be it for this cassava slash yuca soup called Ebbeh in Gambian language. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna give it about 5 to 7 minutes again so that our shrimp can cook very good. And basically, I would say this is it for this video and this recipe. It is so good. I'm very sure the Gambians that are watching are already licking their mouth, or their mouth is watery. But because every time you see ebe and you can't eat it, or you don't have access to it, your mouth is gonna get watery because it is made with a lot of spice and also some lemon, so that sour feeling that you have in your mouth makes it feel like, ooh, I want to eat this. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. And I hope you guys enjoy watching it. If you do, you know what to do. Please give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you are not already, okay? Until I see you in my next video. Bye, guys, and have a wonderful day.
Movement, I'm a